What if your life could begin changing without making one huge decision? Most people believe success comes from dramatic actions, but that belief often leads to frustration. You promise yourself that this time will be different, yet after a few days, old habits quietly return. If that sounds familiar, you are not alone. The good news is that lasting change does not begin with perfect motivation. It begins with small choices that you can repeat every single day. In this audiobook, you will discover 10 simple habits that can help you build stronger discipline, improve your health, manage your time wisely, strengthen your relationships, and become a better version of yourself one day at a time. Stay until the end, because the final habit brings everything together and may completely change the way you think about personal growth for the rest of your life. Chapter 1. Wake up early and take control of your day. Have you ever reached the end of a day and wondered where all your time disappeared? You started with good intentions. You planned to finish important work. You promised yourself that today would be different. Yet somehow the hours slipped away. Small distractions turned into long delays. One task became another excuse. By evening, the things that mattered most were still waiting for you. The disappointment was not only about unfinished work, it was about the feeling that your life was moving forward without your full control. This feeling is more common than most people admit. Many people believe they need more motivation, better tools, or perfect circumstances before they can change. The truth is much simpler. The way you begin your day often decides the quality of everything that follows. A strong morning creates a strong day. A weak morning often creates a day filled with reaction instead of intention. Waking up early is not about joining a trend or proving that you are more disciplined than anyone else. It is about creating space before the world begins asking for your attention. It is about giving yourself the first and best part of the day instead of giving it away to noise, stress, and endless interruptions. Every morning presents a quiet opportunity. Before messages arrive, before deadlines demand your attention, before responsibilities begin pulling you in different directions, there is a brief moment when your day still belongs to you. Most people never notice that moment because they sleep through it or rush past it without purpose. Those who learn to protect it often discover that their lives begin changing in ways they never expected. The goal is not simply to wake up earlier. The real goal is to wake up with purpose. There is a huge difference between getting out of bed early and taking control of your morning. One is only a change in time. The other is a change in identity. Imagine waking up before the rest of your home becomes busy. The air feels calm. The light outside is soft. There are no urgent notifications demanding an immediate response. Your mind has not yet been filled with other people's problems or opinions. In those quiet moments, you have a rare chance to think clearly. You can decide who you want to become before the world starts telling you who it needs you to be. Many successful people share one habit. They protect their mornings because they understand that energy is strongest before the day becomes complicated. This does not mean they are naturally more disciplined than everyone else. It means they have learned that important decisions become harder when the mind is already tired. They do not wait until evening to improve themselves because they know that by then, their energy has been spent solving problems all day. Think about how often you postpone your own goals until later. You tell yourself that you will exercise after work. You will read before bed. You will start that important project tomorrow morning. Then life becomes busy. Unexpected problems appear. Your energy disappears. Another day ends with the same promise carried into tomorrow. An early morning interrupts this cycle. It creates protected time that belongs only to you. Even 30 extra minutes can become the foundation of a completely different life when used with intention. One mistake many people make is trying to transform everything at once. They decide that tomorrow they will wake up 2 hours earlier, exercise for an hour, read 50 pages, write in a journal, prepare healthy meals, and meditate. They continue this routine for 2 or 3 days before exhaustion wins. Soon they return to old habits and conclude that discipline is impossible. Real change works differently. Small, consistent actions defeat large, temporary efforts every single time. If you usually wake up at 8 o'clock, do not immediately force yourself to wake up at 5. Move your alarm 15 minutes earlier. Keep that schedule for 1 week. Allow your body to adjust naturally. During the following week, move another 15 minutes earlier. This simple approach may appear slow, but it creates lasting progress instead of short bursts of enthusiasm. The first battle every morning happens before your feet touch the floor. The alarm rings. Your mind immediately begins offering reasons to stay in bed. 5 more minutes feels harmless. The blanket feels comfortable. You promise yourself that tomorrow you will be more disciplined. This small conversation matters more than it appears. Every time you give in to that first excuse, you teach your brain that comfort is more important than commitment. Every time you stand up, despite not feeling ready, you teach your brain that your decisions matter more than temporary emotions. Discipline grows through repeated actions, not powerful feelings. There will always be mornings when you do not feel motivated. There will be nights when you sleep poorly. There will be days when the weather is cold or your responsibilities feel overwhelming. Waiting for perfect conditions means waiting forever. One of the greatest lessons you can learn is that your feelings do not have to control your actions. You can feel tired and still get up. You can feel uncertain and still begin. You can feel unmotivated and still move forward. This simple truth changes everything because it places control back into your own hands. Your morning routine does not need to be complicated. In fact, simple routines are usually the easiest to maintain. Start by making your bed. This task takes only a minute or two, yet it sends an important message to your mind. You have already completed one responsibility. Your environment immediately becomes more organized. Instead of returning to a messy room later, you return to a space that reflects order. Drink a full glass of water. Your body has gone several hours without hydration. This simple action helps wake your body naturally and reminds you that taking care of yourself should never be an afterthought. Open a window if possible. Take a few slow breaths. Notice the morning air. Pay attention to the quiet. These small moments help your mind move from sleep into awareness without rushing into stress. Spend a few minutes sitting without distractions. Do not immediately reach for your phone. This may be one of the hardest habits to develop because modern technology has trained many people to begin every morning by entering someone else's world. Messages, social media, news, and endless information quickly fill the mind before personal priorities have even been considered. Ask yourself 3 simple questions. What is the most important thing I can accomplish today? Who do I want to become through my actions today? What challenge can I face with patience instead of frustration? These questions are simple, yet they direct your attention toward purpose instead of distraction. Writing your answers in a notebook can make them even more powerful. You do not need long journal entries. A few honest sentences are enough. Over time, these pages become evidence of your growth. They remind you that change happens one ordinary morning at a time. Movement is another powerful way to begin your day. This does not require an expensive gym membership or complicated workout program. Stretch your body, walk outside, perform simple bodyweight exercises. Even 10 minutes of movement increases your energy and reminds your body that the day has begun. Physical movement also strengthens mental discipline. Every repetition becomes another reminder that progress comes through consistent effort rather than dramatic moments. Reading for just 10 minutes every morning can also transform your thinking over time. Most people underestimate what 10 minutes can accomplish. They focus only on immediate results. Yet 10 minutes every day becomes more than 60 hours in a single year. Imagine spending 60 focused hours learning skills, improving your mindset, or studying ideas that make your life better. Small daily investments create extraordinary long-term results. Protecting your morning also means protecting your attention. Not every notification deserves an immediate response. Not every email requires an instant reply. Not every problem belongs to you the moment you wake up. When you begin your day by reacting to everything around you, your priorities slowly disappear beneath everyone else's expectations. Strong mornings begin with deliberate choices rather than automatic reactions. There will be setbacks. Some mornings you will oversleep. Some mornings your routine will be interrupted. Some mornings unexpected responsibilities will appear. Do not confuse one difficult morning with failure. Failure is not missing one day. Failure is deciding that one mistake means you should stop trying. Progress belongs to people who return quickly after small setbacks. Think of every sunrise as another opportunity to practice becoming the person you want to be. No single morning will completely transform your life. Yet hundreds of mornings lived with purpose quietly reshape your character. They strengthen your confidence because you begin trusting yourself again. Every promise you keep to yourself becomes another piece of evidence that you are capable of growth. The greatest reward of waking up early is not simply having more hours. It is becoming someone who acts intentionally instead of living by accident. It is discovering that discipline is not punishment. It is freedom. It gives you the ability to direct your own life instead of allowing circumstances to make every important decision for you. When you consistently take control of your mornings, something remarkable begins to happen. You stop chasing time because you learn to lead it. You stop waiting for motivation because action creates its own momentum. You stop believing that your future depends on luck because you finally understand that lasting success is built through ordinary decisions repeated with extraordinary consistency. Every sunrise becomes another reminder that your life is not shaped by one dramatic moment. It is shaped by the quiet choices you make before most of the world has even opened its eyes. Chapter 2. Build one small daily habit that always sticks. There is a quiet reason many people never experience lasting change. It is not because they lack intelligence. It is not because they are lazy. It is not because they were born without discipline. The real problem is much smaller than most people imagine. They depend on excitement instead of consistency. They wait for the perfect moment to become a better version of themselves. They believe one big decision will suddenly transform everything. Then life becomes busy, energy disappears, and the change they hoped for quietly fades away. Months pass, sometimes years, and they begin to wonder why their goals always remain just beyond reach. The truth is both simple and powerful. Your future is not built by the biggest decisions you make once in a while. It is built by the smallest decisions you make every ordinary day. A habit may seem too small to matter today, but repeated often enough, it becomes part of your identity. What begins as a simple action eventually becomes something you do without debate. That is when real transformation begins. Many people underestimate the power of one small habit because they focus only on immediate results. They expect visible progress after a few days. When they do not see dramatic changes, they lose interest. They assume the habit is not working. In reality, the habit is quietly changing them in ways that cannot yet be measured. Confidence grows before success becomes visible. Discipline develops before achievements appear. Patience strengthens long before rewards arrive. Think about someone who decides to read 5 pages every day. 5 pages do not seem impressive. There is no dramatic story to share after one evening. But after 1 month, that person has read around 150 pages. After 1 year, they may have completed dozens of books. Their knowledge has expanded. Their thinking has become clearer. Their conversations become more meaningful. None of these improvements happened overnight. They were created by a decision so small that many people would ignore it. This is how lasting progress works. Small actions repeated consistently become powerful because they remove the need for constant motivation. They become part of your normal life. One of the biggest mistakes people make is choosing habits that require too much effort in the beginning. They create plans that look impressive but are impossible to maintain. They decide to exercise for 2 hours every day after months of inactivity. They promise to write 20 pages every evening, even though they have never written regularly before. They expect themselves to become completely different overnight. When these plans fail, they blame themselves instead of blaming the unrealistic expectations they created. Success becomes much more likely when the habit feels almost too easy. If your goal is to become physically stronger, begin with 5 minutes of movement. If your goal is to become a better writer, write 1 paragraph every day. If your goal is to save money, begin by setting aside a small amount each week. These actions may appear insignificant, but they create something far more valuable than quick results. They create trust in yourself. Every time you complete a habit, no matter how small, you send yourself an important message. You become someone who follows through. That belief is far more valuable than temporary motivation because it changes the way you see yourself. Many people struggle because they rely on memory instead of creating systems. They tell themselves they will remember to practice their new habit tomorrow. Tomorrow arrives with unexpected meetings, family responsibilities, and countless distractions. By evening, the habit has been forgotten. A better approach is to connect your new habit to something you already do every day. If you drink coffee every morning, read 1 page immediately after finishing your cup. If you brush your teeth every evening, spend 2 minutes planning tomorrow before leaving the bathroom. If you return home from work at the same time each day, stretch your body before sitting down. These simple connections remove unnecessary decisions. Your existing routine becomes a reminder for your new habit. Environment also shapes behavior more than many people realize. People often believe success depends entirely on willpower. While discipline is important, your surroundings quietly influence your choices throughout the day. If healthy food is easy to reach, you are more likely to eat it. If books are visible on your desk, you are more likely to read them. If your phone is beside your bed, you are more likely to spend your morning scrolling instead of focusing on your priorities. Look around your home with honest eyes. Ask yourself whether your environment supports the person you want to become. Remove unnecessary obstacles from good habits and create obstacles for habits that waste your time. Small changes in your surroundings often produce surprisingly large improvements in your daily decisions. Patience becomes essential during this process. Modern life encourages people to expect immediate satisfaction. Everything arrives quickly. Information is available within seconds. Entertainment is available instantly. Because of this, many people become uncomfortable when progress feels slow. Growth does not follow the same speed. Imagine planting a tree. During the first weeks, very little appears to happen above the ground. Yet beneath the surface, roots are growing stronger. Those invisible roots make future growth possible. Personal development follows a similar pattern. The effort you make today may not produce visible rewards tomorrow. That does not mean your effort has no value. It means your foundation is becoming stronger. Many people quit during this quiet stage because they mistake invisible progress for failure. Do not make that mistake. Stay with the habit even when no one notices. Stay with the habit when results appear small. Stay with the habit when enthusiasm disappears. The days when you feel least excited often become the days that strengthen your character the most. Another helpful practice is measuring consistency instead of perfection. Some people believe missing 1 day destroys all their progress. This belief often leads them to abandon the habit completely. They miss 1 workout and stop exercising for weeks. They forget to read for 1 evening and conclude they have failed. 1 missed day changes very little. Repeatedly giving up changes everything. When interruptions happen, return to your habit as quickly as possible. Do not spend time feeling guilty. Guilt cannot improve yesterday. Action can improve today. Think of consistency as a long journey rather than a short competition. Every day offers another opportunity to continue moving forward. Your mindset also determines whether a habit survives. Instead of saying, "I have to do this," begin saying, "This is the kind of person I am becoming." This small shift matters. A person who believes they are becoming healthier naturally chooses healthier actions. A person who believes they are becoming responsible looks for opportunities to keep promises. Identity influences behavior far more deeply than temporary goals. Ask yourself one simple question every morning. What small action today matches the person I want to become? The answer does not need to be impressive. Drink another glass of water. Read another page. Write another paragraph. Walk another 10 minutes. Speak kindly during one difficult conversation. Save another small amount of money. Practice gratitude before going to sleep. Each action appears ordinary by itself. Together they shape an extraordinary life. Another important lesson is learning to appreciate small victories. Many people ignore progress because they compare themselves to people who have been practicing for years. Comparison steals satisfaction and weakens motivation. Compare yourself with the person you were yesterday. Perhaps you woke up 10 minutes earlier. Perhaps you chose fruit instead of unhealthy snacks. Perhaps you finished a task instead of delaying it. Perhaps you remained calm during a stressful moment. These improvements deserve recognition because they prove that growth is happening. Celebrating progress does not require rewards or expensive purchases. Sometimes, the greatest reward is quietly acknowledging that you kept your promise to yourself. That simple feeling builds confidence that cannot be purchased. Your habits also influence the people around you. Children notice consistency more than advice. Friends notice reliability more than promises. Co-workers notice preparation more than intentions. When your daily actions become steady, people begin trusting your words because they repeatedly see your behavior supporting them. This influence extends beyond your own life. A disciplined person often inspires others without trying. Quiet consistency becomes an example that encourages family members, friends, and colleagues to improve themselves as well. There will still be difficult days. Stress will appear. Unexpected problems will interrupt your plans. Some mornings your energy will be low. Some evenings your schedule will change. The purpose of a habit is not to eliminate life's challenges. The purpose is to give you something steady when everything else feels uncertain. A simple daily routine becomes an anchor during busy seasons. It reminds you that even when circumstances change, your commitment to personal growth remains. As months pass, you may notice something unexpected. The habit itself becomes easier than the decision to avoid it. What once required effort now feels natural. You no longer debate whether you should do it because it has become part of your daily rhythm. That is the moment many people spend years searching for. Not because the habit became larger, not because life suddenly became easier, but because repeated action quietly transformed your character. Never underestimate what one small habit can accomplish over the course of a lifetime. A single page read each day can expand your understanding. A few minutes of focused practice can develop valuable skills. One honest conversation each week can strengthen important relationships. One healthy choice each day can improve your body. One thoughtful decision, repeated consistently, can completely reshape your future. Real success is rarely loud. It usually grows in silence through choices that appear ordinary to everyone else. Those ordinary choices become extraordinary because they are repeated with patience, purpose, and commitment. Every day you honor one small habit, you cast another vote for the person you want to become. Eventually those votes become undeniable evidence. You no longer hope to become disciplined, responsible, healthy, or focused. You become those qualities through daily action. Your life changes not because of one dramatic event, but because you respected the quiet power of doing one meaningful thing every single day. Chapter 3. Protect your time by choosing better daily priorities. Have you ever been busy from the moment you woke up until the moment you went to bed, yet felt as though you accomplished almost nothing that truly mattered? The hours disappeared. Your attention was pulled in every direction. You answered messages, solved small problems, handled unexpected requests, and stayed occupied all day. From the outside, it looked like a productive day. Inside, however, there was an uncomfortable feeling that your most meaningful goals remained untouched. This happens to countless people every day, and it has very little to do with how much time they have. It has everything to do with how they choose to spend it. Time is the one resource that cannot be replaced. Money can be earned again. Lost opportunities can sometimes return in a different form. Knowledge can always be expanded. Time moves in only one direction. Every hour that passes becomes part of your history. That is why protecting your time is one of the greatest acts of self-respect you can practice. Many people believe they need more hours in the day. In reality, most people need greater clarity. Without clear priorities, every task begins to feel equally important. The urgent pushes aside the meaningful. Small interruptions slowly replace significant progress. Days become crowded with activity, while personal growth quietly waits for another chance. A simple question can change the direction of your entire day. What deserves my best attention today? Not everything deserves the same level of importance. Some tasks create lasting value. Others simply create the appearance of being productive. Learning to recognize the difference is a skill that strengthens with practice. Imagine carrying a backpack filled with unnecessary weight. Every step becomes harder than it needs to be. Now imagine removing one heavy object after another. The distance has not changed, but your ability to move forward improves immediately. Your daily schedule works the same way. Every unnecessary commitment makes important work more difficult. One of the first habits to develop is identifying the few actions that truly move your life forward. These actions are different for every person. A student may need uninterrupted study time. A business owner may need focused planning. A parent may need meaningful time with family. An artist may need hours of creative work. Whatever your situation, there are always a few responsibilities that deserve your strongest attention. Begin each morning by writing down the 3 most valuable tasks you can complete before the day ends. Keep the list short. Resist the temptation to include everything. A long list often creates anxiety instead of progress. A short list creates direction. Once those priorities are clear, protect them as if they were important appointments. Do not postpone them because easier work appears. Complete them while your mind is fresh and your concentration is strongest. One reason people lose control of their schedules is that they confuse urgency with importance. A ringing phone feels urgent. A new notification demands attention. An unexpected request appears impossible to ignore. Yet many of these interruptions have little effect on your long-term future. Important work often arrives quietly. Reading a chapter of a valuable book may not seem urgent today, but the knowledge gained can influence your decisions for years. Exercising for 30 minutes may not produce immediate visible changes, yet it strengthens your health over time. Saving a small amount of money may appear insignificant now, but consistent saving creates future security. The most valuable investments often produce results gradually rather than instantly. Another challenge is saying yes too often. Many people agree to every request because they fear disappointing others. They accept additional responsibilities even when their schedule is already full. At first, this may seem generous. Eventually, it creates exhaustion, resentment, and unfinished personal goals. Learning to say no respectfully is an essential life skill. Every time you accept something unnecessary, you silently decline something meaningful. Time cannot serve 2 purposes at once. Choosing wisely requires courage. A respectful refusal does not make you selfish. It demonstrates that you understand the value of your limited time. Protecting your priorities allows you to contribute more effectively where your presence truly matters. Distractions have become one of the greatest challenges of modern life. Many people underestimate how much attention they lose through constant interruptions. A quick glance at a phone becomes 20 minutes of scrolling. One unnecessary video leads to another. A single interruption breaks concentration and makes returning to meaningful work much more difficult. Your attention is valuable. Treat it carefully. Create periods during your day when unnecessary notifications remain silent. Place your phone where it cannot easily distract you. Close unrelated browser tabs while working. Give your full attention to one task before moving to the next. Single tasking often produces higher quality results than attempting several activities at the same time. Many people believe multitasking saves time. In reality, it often divides attention and reduces performance. The mind works best when it can fully engage with one meaningful responsibility. Deep focus allows ideas to develop naturally. Mistakes become less common. Work becomes more satisfying because progress is visible. There is another habit that quietly protects your time. Finish what you begin. Many unfinished tasks continue occupying mental space long after you stop working on them. They create background stress that slowly drains your energy. Completing one important responsibility provides relief that cannot be achieved through starting 5 new ones. Whenever possible, complete small responsibilities immediately if they require only a few minutes. This prevents them from accumulating into overwhelming lists later. For larger projects, divide them into manageable sections. Looking at an enormous goal can create hesitation. Looking at the next clear step creates momentum. Suppose you want to write a book. Thinking about hundreds of pages may feel overwhelming. Writing 500 thoughtful words today feels achievable. Progress continues because your attention remains on today's responsibility instead of tomorrow's uncertainty. Planning also protects your time. Spend a few minutes each evening reviewing the day that has passed. Ask yourself honest questions. Which activities moved me closer to my goals? Which activities consumed time without creating real value? What can I improve tomorrow? These reflections require very little time, yet they gradually sharpen your decision-making. Instead of repeating the same mistakes, you begin noticing patterns. Awareness creates improvement. Many successful people do not simply manage their schedules, they manage their energy. Notice when your mind feels most alert. Some people think clearly in the early morning. Others perform best later in the day. Whenever possible, schedule demanding work during those periods. Reserve simpler responsibilities for times when your energy naturally decreases. Working with your natural rhythm often produces better results than forcing yourself through constant exhaustion. Rest also deserves a place among your priorities. Some people believe constant work demonstrates commitment. Over time, continuous effort without recovery weakens concentration, patience, and creativity. A rested mind solves problems more effectively than an exhausted one. Protecting your time includes protecting moments of recovery. Take short breaks during long periods of focused work. Go for a brief walk. Stretch your body. Step outside for fresh air. Allow your mind a few quiet moments before returning to important responsibilities. These simple pauses renew attention and improve the quality of your work. Relationships also require intentional time. People often assume meaningful conversations will happen naturally when life becomes less busy. Unfortunately, life rarely becomes less busy on its own. Strong relationships grow through deliberate attention. Share meals without constant distractions. Listen carefully when someone speaks. Ask thoughtful questions. Express appreciation without waiting for special occasions. These moments strengthen trust and create memories that remain valuable long after ordinary tasks have been forgotten. One hidden source of wasted time is perfectionism. Many people delay finishing valuable work because they continue making unnecessary improvements. They fear criticism. They wait for everything to become flawless. Excellence is admirable. Perfection is impossible. Often, completing meaningful work teaches far more than endlessly preparing for it. Progress depends on action, not endless hesitation. Another helpful practice is recognizing the difference between movement and direction. A person running quickly in the wrong direction reaches the wrong destination faster. Before beginning any important activity, pause briefly and ask yourself whether it supports the life you truly want to build. This question prevents many unnecessary detours. Your priorities should also reflect your deepest values. If health matters, your schedule should include time for movement and proper rest. If family matters, your calendar should reflect meaningful moments together. If learning matters, regular reading and study should become non-negotiable. When your daily actions match your values, life feels more balanced because your choices support what you genuinely believe. Unexpected events will always appear. Plans will change. Emergencies will happen. Flexibility is important. However, flexibility should not become an excuse for abandoning every meaningful routine. Adjust when necessary, then return to your priorities as soon as circumstances allow. Consistency grows stronger through repeated returns rather than perfect execution. At the end of each day, avoid measuring success only by how busy you were. Instead, ask yourself whether your time reflected your highest priorities. Did your choices strengthen your future? Did your actions support the person you want to become? Did you spend your attention where it truly mattered? These questions gradually reshape your life because they encourage intentional living rather than automatic behavior. Protecting your time is ultimately about protecting your future. Every decision you make today quietly shapes tomorrow. Each focused hour becomes part of a larger story. Each thoughtful choice strengthens your ability to live with purpose instead of reacting to every passing distraction. There will always be more opportunities than you can accept, more information than you can consume, more demands than you can satisfy. Trying to do everything leaves little energy for what matters most. Wisdom comes from choosing carefully rather than chasing endlessly. When you become intentional about your priorities, something remarkable begins to happen. Your days feel calmer because your direction is clear. Your confidence grows because your actions align with your values. Progress becomes visible because your attention is invested where it creates lasting results. You no longer feel controlled by endless obligations because you have learned an important truth. A meaningful life is not created by filling every hour. It is created by giving your best hours to the things that deserve them most. Every thoughtful decision about your time becomes another investment in the person you are becoming, and those investments continue paying valuable rewards long into the future. Chapter 4. Strengthen your mind through daily self-discipline practice. There comes a moment in almost every person's life when they realize that the greatest obstacle standing between them and the life they want is not another person, a lack of opportunity, or even difficult circumstances. It is the quiet voice inside that says, "You can do it later." That voice sounds reasonable. It promises that tomorrow will be a better time. It convinces you that one small delay will not matter. Yet that single thought, repeated often enough, quietly steals months and even years from your life. The encouraging truth is that this voice does not have to control you. Your mind can be trained. Your choices can become stronger. Your character can become more dependable. Daily self-discipline is the path that makes this possible. Many people misunderstand self-discipline. They imagine a life without enjoyment, filled with endless restrictions and constant struggle. They picture someone forcing themselves through every task with frustration. Real self-discipline looks very different. It is not about making life harder. It is about making better decisions even when easier options are available. It is the ability to guide yourself toward what truly benefits you, instead of following every passing impulse. Your mind naturally looks for comfort. This is part of being human. Comfort feels safe. It asks very little from you. Growth, however, asks for effort. It asks you to continue learning after making mistakes. It asks you to remain patient when results arrive slowly. It asks you to finish responsibilities even when excitement has disappeared. The gap between comfort and growth is where self-discipline quietly begins to develop. Think about someone learning to play a musical instrument. During the first few days, every lesson feels unfamiliar. Fingers move slowly. Mistakes happen constantly. Improvement appears almost invisible. If that person only practices when they feel inspired, progress remains unpredictable. If they practice regularly, regardless of how they feel on a particular day, skill begins to grow steadily. Their ability improves because consistency becomes stronger than emotion. The same principle applies to every area of life. Discipline is not reserved for athletes, business leaders, or exceptional individuals. It belongs to anyone willing to make thoughtful choices repeatedly. Every person strengthens this ability, one decision at a time. One of the most effective ways to develop mental discipline is by keeping small promises to yourself. Many people make ambitious plans but struggle to follow through. They promise to read every evening, exercise daily, or complete an important project. When they fail to keep these commitments, confidence slowly decreases. They begin doubting their own reliability. Instead of making large promises, begin with commitments that you know you can honor consistently. Decide to spend 10 focused minutes improving one skill. Choose to prepare tomorrow's clothes before going to bed. Write down one lesson learned before ending the day. These actions may seem modest, but each completed promise strengthens your trust in yourself. Confidence grows through evidence, not wishful thinking. Your inner dialogue also influences your level of discipline. Many people criticize themselves harshly after making mistakes. They believe that constant self-judgment will somehow create improvement. In reality, excessive criticism often weakens motivation. It becomes easier to quit because the mind begins associating effort with disappointment. Replace harsh judgment with honest responsibility. If you make a mistake, acknowledge it clearly. Ask what caused it. Identify one improvement. Move forward immediately. This approach encourages learning instead of discouragement. Discipline becomes stronger when mistakes become teachers rather than excuses. There will always be moments when temptation appears stronger than your long-term goals. You may feel drawn toward distractions when important work needs attention. You may want immediate comfort instead of meaningful progress. These moments do not define your character, your response to them does. When faced with a difficult choice, pause before acting. Take one slow breath. Ask yourself a simple question. Will this decision help the person I want to become? That brief pause often creates enough space for wisdom to replace impulse. Another valuable practice involves becoming comfortable with temporary discomfort. Much of modern life encourages immediate satisfaction. Food arrives quickly, entertainment is available instantly, answers appear within seconds. Because of this, patience becomes a skill that many people rarely practice. Yet meaningful achievements usually require waiting. Learning a profession requires years. Building strong relationships requires steady care. Improving health requires ongoing commitment. Financial stability develops through responsible decisions over long periods. Discipline teaches you to value lasting rewards more than immediate pleasure. Each time you choose patience, your mind becomes more resilient. Your daily routines also influence your mental strength. A predictable structure reduces unnecessary decision-making. Instead of wondering what to do next, your routine quietly guides you forward. Consider creating simple daily anchors. Begin your morning with a few moments of planning. Complete one important responsibility before turning to less important activities. Spend time learning something useful. Reflect on the day before sleeping. These regular practices provide stability even when unexpected challenges appear. Your environment deserves attention as well. Notice the influences surrounding you every day. Are you spending time with people who encourage responsibility? Do your surroundings support concentration or constant distraction? Do the books you read, the conversations you have, and the information you consume strengthen your thinking or weaken it? Mental discipline grows more easily when your environment supports your values. Choose influences carefully because repeated exposure gradually shapes your beliefs and behavior. Another important lesson involves accepting that discipline often feels ordinary. Many people expect dramatic moments of inspiration. Real improvement usually happens quietly. A person sits down to study even though no one is watching. A worker completes a task with care despite receiving little recognition. A parent remains patient during a stressful evening. An individual chooses honesty when dishonesty would be easier. These moments rarely attract attention, yet they steadily build remarkable character. Your future is shaped more by ordinary decisions than extraordinary events. Some days will test your determination more than others. You may feel physically tired. Unexpected disappointments may appear. Plans may fail. People may misunderstand your intentions. On these days, reduce your focus to the next right action. Do not become overwhelmed by everything that remains unfinished. Complete the next responsibility with full attention, then move to the one after that. Small progress during difficult days often becomes more valuable than large progress during easy ones. Gratitude can also strengthen discipline in surprising ways. When you appreciate what you already have, unnecessary dissatisfaction begins to lose its influence. Instead of constantly chasing more, you become more intentional about using your current opportunities wisely. Take a few moments each day to recognize simple blessings. A healthy body capable of movement. Food on your table. People who care about you. The ability to learn. The chance to begin again after mistakes. Gratitude creates emotional stability, making disciplined choices easier because your mind becomes less driven by constant comparison. It is also important to understand the difference between being busy and being committed. Busy people often move from one activity to another without clear direction. Committed people understand why they are working. Purpose gives discipline lasting strength. Whenever your motivation begins to fade, reconnect with the reason behind your effort. Why are you improving your health? Why are you learning new skills? Why are you saving money? Why are you strengthening your character? Meaning gives ordinary effort extraordinary importance. Avoid comparing your level of discipline with someone else's progress. Every person faces different circumstances, responsibilities, and challenges. Comparing your beginning to another person's years of experience creates unnecessary discouragement. Measure improvement against your own past. Have you become more reliable than you were last month? Do you recover from setbacks more quickly? Are you making wiser decisions than before? These comparisons provide useful information because they focus on genuine personal growth. Mental discipline also includes controlling emotional reactions. Life will not always unfold according to your plans. People may criticize you unfairly. Unexpected losses may occur. Disappointments will occasionally arrive without warning. You cannot control every event, but you can choose your response. Before reacting emotionally, give yourself time to think. Strong minds respond thoughtfully. Impulsive minds react immediately. The pause between an event and your response often determines the quality of your decision. This habit becomes especially valuable during conflict. Instead of speaking from anger, choose calm words. 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 These choices require discipline, but they also protect relationships and preserve inner peace. Another valuable exercise is intentionally doing one difficult thing every day. Choose something beneficial that requires effort. Finish a challenging assignment. Have an honest conversation you have been avoiding. Learn a skill that feels uncomfortable. Practice public speaking. Take responsibility for a mistake. Each completed challenge expands your confidence because you repeatedly prove that discomfort is temporary while growth is lasting. There will never be a perfect day when discipline suddenly becomes effortless. Even highly disciplined people experience moments of hesitation. The difference is that they have learned not to negotiate endlessly with their responsibilities. They begin before every feeling is perfectly aligned. Action often creates motivation instead of waiting for it. Remember that your mind believes what your behavior repeatedly demonstrates. If your actions consistently show reliability, your confidence increases. If your actions repeatedly avoid responsibility, self-doubt quietly grows. Every decision becomes evidence, supporting one belief or the other. This means every ordinary day offers another opportunity to strengthen your character. You are never required to become perfect. Perfection is an impossible standard that often discourages meaningful progress. Aim instead for steady improvement. If you become 1% wiser in your choices, 1% calmer in difficult situations, and 1% more dependable in your commitments, those small gains accumulate into remarkable change over time. As your discipline grows, you may notice something unexpected. Tasks that once required great effort begin feeling natural. Resisting distractions becomes easier. Difficult conversations become less intimidating. Long-term goals no longer appear impossible because your confidence is supported by daily evidence rather than hopeful thinking. The strongest minds are not built during moments of comfort. They are built through repeated decisions to remain faithful to what matters most. Every time you choose responsibility over avoidance, patience over impulse, honesty over convenience, and commitment over excuses, you strengthen an invisible part of yourself that no challenge can easily break. This inner strength becomes one of the greatest gifts you can develop because it remains with you regardless of changing circumstances. It guides your actions when emotions fluctuate. It steadies your thinking during uncertainty. It reminds you that while you cannot control everything that happens in life, you can always continue shaping the person you choose to become through the quiet practice of daily self-discipline. Chapter 5. Improve your health with simple, consistent daily actions. One day you look in the mirror and notice that your energy is not what it used to be. Simple tasks feel heavier than before. Climbing a flight of stairs leaves you breathing harder. Your mind becomes tired long before the day is over. You begin wondering when this happened because it certainly did not happen overnight. The answer is both surprising and hopeful. Just as your health did not change in a single day, it can also improve one day at a time. Every meal you choose, every step you take, every hour of sleep you protect, and every healthy decision you repeat becomes part of a new future. Lasting health is rarely built through dramatic changes. It grows through simple actions that are repeated with patience and care. Many people think health is only about appearance. They focus on weight, clothing size, or the number they see on a scale. While physical appearance may change, true health reaches much deeper. It influences how clearly you think, how patiently you respond to challenges, how much energy you have for your family, and how confidently you move through everyday life. A healthy body supports a focused mind, and together they allow you to enjoy opportunities that poor health often makes more difficult. Improving your health does not require expensive equipment, complicated routines, or perfect knowledge. It begins with respecting your body as something valuable rather than something to ignore until problems appear. Your body works continuously without asking for praise. Your heart beats every second. Your lungs bring in air with every breath. Your muscles carry you wherever you need to go. These quiet functions deserve thoughtful care because they make every part of life possible. The first step toward better health is becoming honest with yourself. Honest reflection is not about blame, it is about awareness. Ask yourself simple questions. How do I feel when I wake up each morning? Do I have enough energy to complete my responsibilities? Am I eating foods that help me feel stronger or weaker? Am I giving my body enough movement? Am I allowing enough time for proper rest? These questions create clarity. Without clarity, meaningful improvement becomes difficult because you cannot change what you refuse to notice. One of the easiest habits to improve is hydration. Many people spend entire days drinking very little water while consuming beverages that leave them feeling sluggish. Water supports countless functions inside the body. It helps regulate temperature, supports digestion, and allows your body to perform everyday tasks more efficiently. Keep a bottle of water nearby during the day. Drink regularly instead of waiting until you feel very thirsty. This simple habit often improves concentration and reduces unnecessary fatigue. It requires almost no effort, yet many people overlook it completely. Food also deserves thoughtful attention. Eating well does not mean chasing perfection. It means making slightly better choices more often. Fill your plate with foods that provide lasting nourishment. Include fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and sources of protein that help your body recover and remain strong. Instead of focusing on strict restrictions, focus on adding foods that support your health. Notice how different meals affect your energy. Some foods leave you feeling refreshed and alert. Others leave you tired and uncomfortable. Your body provides valuable feedback every day if you are willing to listen. Eating slowly is another overlooked habit. Many people rush through meals while looking at screens or thinking about unfinished work. They hardly notice the taste of their food. Slowing down allows you to appreciate your meal and recognize when you have eaten enough. This simple practice often improves digestion and prevents unnecessary overeating. Movement is one of the greatest gifts you can offer your body. You do not need to become an athlete to experience its benefits. Walk around your neighborhood. Use the stairs instead of the elevator when possible. Stretch after sitting for long periods. Play actively with your children. Ride a bicycle. Dance to music you enjoy. Choose activities that make movement feel like a natural part of life rather than a punishment. Consistency matters far more than intensity. A 20-minute walk completed almost every day often produces greater long-term benefits than exhausting exercise performed only once in a while. As your strength improves, gradually increase the challenge. Your body adapts remarkably well when progress happens steadily. Sleep deserves the same level of attention as nutrition and exercise. Many people proudly sacrifice sleep in order to accomplish more. Eventually, they discover that poor sleep reduces concentration, patience, creativity, and physical recovery. The hours gained by sleeping less are often lost through decreased performance during the day. Create a calming evening routine. Reduce unnecessary screen time before bed. Keep your sleeping space comfortable and quiet whenever possible. Go to bed at a similar time each night. These habits help your body develop a healthy rhythm that supports deeper rest. Mental health is closely connected to physical health. When your mind remains under constant stress, your body also carries that burden. Find simple ways to create moments of calm. Sit quietly for a few minutes. Take slow, steady breaths. Spend time outdoors. Listen carefully to the sounds around you. Allow yourself brief periods without constant information or digital noise. These quiet moments help your mind recover from the demands of daily life. Another valuable habit is paying attention to your posture. The way you sit, stand, and walk influences how your body feels throughout the day. Lift your head. Relax your shoulders. Sit with support instead of collapsing into your chair. Stand evenly on both feet. These adjustments may seem small, yet they often reduce unnecessary discomfort and improve confidence. Your health also depends on the company you keep. People influence one another more than they realize. Supportive friends encourage healthy choices. They invite you to stay active. They respect your goals. They celebrate your progress instead of tempting you to abandon it. Surround yourself with people who inspire you to care for yourself rather than neglect your well-being. Avoid comparing your health journey with someone else's. Every person begins from a different place. Some recover from injuries. Some balance demanding careers. Some care for young children. Others face challenges that remain invisible to everyone around them. Focus on your own progress. Celebrate improvements that belong to your story. Comparison often creates discouragement, while personal progress creates confidence. There will be days when your motivation disappears. You may wake up feeling tired. You may feel discouraged after missing several healthy meals. You may skip exercise because unexpected responsibilities appear. Do not allow one difficult day to become a reason for giving up completely. Health is not built by one perfect week. It is built through repeated returns after ordinary setbacks. Each new day offers another opportunity to make one better decision. The body responds remarkably well to consistent care. Your breathing can also become a source of strength. Throughout busy days, many people breathe quickly without noticing. Slow breathing encourages relaxation and helps you regain focus during stressful moments. Pause several times each day. Take a slow breath through your nose. Hold it briefly. Release it gently. This simple practice requires less than a minute, yet it often reduces tension and helps you think more clearly. Sunlight is another natural source of well-being. Spending time outside each day allows your body to experience fresh air and natural light. Take a short walk in the morning. Sit outside during part of your lunch break. Work near a window when possible. These simple choices support both physical and emotional health. Another important habit is paying attention to warning signs instead of ignoring them. Persistent pain, unusual fatigue, or ongoing discomfort deserve careful attention. Taking care of your health includes seeking professional medical advice when needed. Prevention often solves problems before they become more serious. Caring for your body is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of wisdom and responsibility. Your thoughts also influence your physical well-being. Constant worry, unnecessary anger, and ongoing resentment place additional strain on both mind and body. Practice forgiveness where possible. Release arguments that no longer serve a useful purpose. Spend less time replaying painful memories that cannot be changed. Choose thoughts that encourage hope, patience, and gratitude. This does not remove every difficulty from life, but it reduces the emotional weight you carry each day. Small celebrations also matter. Notice improvements that others may overlook. Perhaps you walked farther than last week. Perhaps you prepared healthier meals more often. Perhaps your sleep became more consistent. Perhaps climbing stairs now feels easier. These moments deserve recognition because they remind you that steady effort creates meaningful results. Do not wait for dramatic transformations before appreciating your progress. Your body deserves kindness throughout the journey. Treating yourself with respect creates lasting motivation. Speak to yourself with encouragement instead of constant criticism. If you would not say harsh words to someone you care about, avoid saying them to yourself. Supportive self-talk strengthens perseverance far more effectively than shame. Healthy living also includes balance. There is room for celebration, family gatherings, favorite meals, and moments of enjoyment. The goal is not to remove happiness from life, The goal is to make thoughtful choices most of the time while enjoying special occasions without guilt. Balance creates habits that remain sustainable for years rather than weeks. Remember that every healthy choice sends a message to your future self. The meal you prepare today supports tomorrow's energy. The walk you take this evening strengthens tomorrow's body. The sleep you protect tonight sharpens tomorrow's thinking. The water you drink today supports countless invisible processes inside your body. These decisions may appear ordinary, yet together they create extraordinary results. As months pass, your improvements become easier to notice. You wake with greater energy. Daily tasks require less effort. Your mood becomes steadier. You recover more quickly from physical activity. Your confidence grows because you recognize that your body is responding to the care you consistently provide. The greatest reward extends beyond physical appearance. You begin trusting yourself. You realize that you are capable of making choices that support your well-being even when life becomes busy. That confidence influences every other area of life. You approach work with greater focus. You enjoy time with loved ones more fully. You face challenges with increased resilience because your body and mind work together more effectively. Health is not a destination where effort suddenly ends. It is an ongoing relationship with yourself that deserves daily attention. Every nourishing meal, every restful night, every step you take, every glass of water you drink, and every thoughtful decision becomes another investment in the quality of your life. The greatest changes rarely arrive with dramatic announcements. They arrive quietly through ordinary actions repeated with care and consistency. As those actions become part of your daily routine, you discover that improving your health is not about chasing perfection. It is about honoring the remarkable body you have today so it can continue supporting the meaningful life you are building for tomorrow. Chapter 6. Replace negative thoughts with positive, purposeful daily thinking. Before anything changes in your life, something changes in your mind. Long before success becomes visible, long before confidence appears on the outside, and long before new opportunities arrive, there is a quiet conversation happening within you every single day. Most people never pay close attention to it because it feels automatic. Yet those silent thoughts influence every decision, every emotion, and every action. If your mind repeatedly tells you that you are not capable, every challenge begins to look impossible. If your mind constantly expects failure, you may stop trying before giving yourself a real chance to succeed. The encouraging truth is that your thoughts are not permanent. They can be examined, challenged, and replaced. When you learn to guide your thinking with purpose, you begin changing the direction of your entire life. Negative thinking often develops so gradually that it feels normal. A disappointment becomes a reason to doubt yourself. One mistake becomes evidence that you are not good enough. A difficult conversation convinces you that people will never understand you. Without realizing it, isolated events slowly become permanent beliefs. Over time, these beliefs begin shaping your behavior more than reality itself. Imagine carrying a pair of glasses with dark lenses every day. The world around you has not changed, yet everything appears darker because of the way you are looking at it. Your thoughts work in a similar way. They influence how you interpret situations, how you respond to problems, and what you believe is possible for your future. Replacing negative thoughts does not mean pretending that life is perfect. Difficult situations are real. Disappointment exists. Loss, failure, and uncertainty are part of every human life. Purposeful thinking does not ignore these realities. Instead, it asks a better question. What is the most helpful way to respond to this situation? This simple question shifts your attention away from helplessness and toward responsibility. You may not control every event, but you always have some influence over your response. The first step is becoming aware of your thinking. Most thoughts happen so quickly that people accept them without examination. Begin noticing the sentences you repeat to yourself. Perhaps you say, "I always fail." Maybe you think, "Nothing ever works out for me." Or perhaps you quietly believe, "I am not smart enough." Pause when these thoughts appear. Ask yourself whether they are completely true. Very often, they are not. One mistake does not mean you always fail. One difficult season does not mean life will never improve. One weakness does not define your entire identity. Learning to question unhelpful thoughts creates space for healthier thinking to grow. Another powerful habit is replacing absolute statements with balanced ones. Instead of saying, "I cannot do this," say, "I have not learned how to do this yet." Instead of thinking, "Everything is going wrong," remind yourself, "Some things are difficult right now, but I can still make good decisions today." This approach is honest. It does not deny reality. It simply refuses to exaggerate it. Your mind pays close attention to the words you repeat. Choose words that encourage progress rather than defeat. Gratitude is another practical way to guide your thinking. Many people believe gratitude is only something to practice when life is easy. In truth, it becomes most valuable during difficult seasons. Every evening, write down 3 things you appreciated during the day. Perhaps someone smiled at you. Perhaps your body carried you through another busy day. Perhaps you learned something useful. Perhaps you enjoyed a peaceful moment during your morning walk. These observations remind your mind that even imperfect days contain meaningful experiences. Over time, gratitude changes what you naturally notice. Instead of searching only for problems, your attention begins recognizing opportunities, kindness, and progress. Your thoughts are also influenced by the information you consume. Imagine spending hours every day listening to anger, constant complaints, or endless criticism. Eventually, those messages begin shaping your outlook. Now imagine filling your mind with thoughtful books, meaningful conversations, educational ideas, and encouraging examples of resilience. Your thinking gradually reflects what you repeatedly absorb. Be selective about what enters your mind. Choose information that helps you become wiser rather than simply more distracted. The people around you also affect your thinking. Some individuals constantly focus on limitations. Others search for practical solutions. Notice how you feel after spending time with different people. Do certain conversations leave you discouraged? Do others inspire you to improve? Spend more time with those who encourage responsibility, honesty, and hope. Their influence quietly strengthens your own mindset. Purposeful thinking also requires accepting responsibility for your choices. Blaming circumstances may provide temporary comfort, but it rarely creates lasting improvement. Ask yourself a different question. What can I do today, even if the situation is not ideal? Perhaps you cannot change yesterday's mistake. You can learn from it. Perhaps you cannot control another person's behavior. You can control your own. Perhaps you cannot remove every obstacle. You can take the next useful step. Responsibility gives your thoughts direction because it focuses your attention on what remains within your influence. Another valuable practice is limiting unnecessary worry. The human mind often creates imaginary problems long before they exist. You may worry about conversations that never happen. You may fear outcomes that never arrive. You may spend valuable energy preparing for situations that remain only in your imagination. Whenever worry appears, ask yourself 2 questions. Is this happening right now? Can I take a useful action today? If the answer is yes, take the action. If the answer is no, remind yourself that carrying unnecessary fear does not improve tomorrow. It only steals peace from today. Purposeful thinking becomes stronger when supported by meaningful goals. Without direction, the mind easily wanders toward doubt and distraction. Give your thoughts somewhere valuable to go. Choose one skill to improve. Choose one relationship to strengthen. Choose one healthy habit to maintain. Clear goals reduce unnecessary mental confusion because your attention has a worthwhile destination. Another powerful habit is speaking to yourself with the same kindness you would offer a close friend. Imagine someone you care about making a mistake. Would you tell them they are hopeless? Would you remind them only of their failures? Probably not. You would encourage them to learn, improve, and continue. Offer yourself the same fairness. Encouragement creates strength. Constant criticism creates hesitation. Your internal voice becomes the companion that follows you everywhere. Make sure it helps you move forward instead of holding you back. Forgiveness also protects your thoughts. Many people continue carrying guilt over decisions made years ago. They replay old conversations. They revisit painful memories repeatedly. They believe that punishing themselves mentally somehow changes the past. It does not. Learn from your mistakes. Accept responsibility where necessary. Apologize if appropriate. Then continue living wisely. Holding on to endless regret prevents you from using today's opportunities well. Another useful exercise is beginning each morning with intention. Before the demands of the day appear, decide how you want to think. You might tell yourself, "Today I will remain patient during challenges. Today I will focus on solutions instead of complaints. Today I will speak honestly and respectfully. Today I will appreciate small moments." These simple decisions prepare your mind before unexpected situations arise. When difficulties appear, you already know the direction you want your thoughts to follow. Negative thinking often grows stronger through comparison. You notice another person's achievements and begin questioning your own progress. You compare your beginning with someone else's years of experience. You compare your private struggles with another person's public success. This comparison is rarely fair because every life follows a different path. Instead, compare yourself with the person you were 6 months ago. Have you become more patient? Have you learned new skills? Have you developed healthier habits? These comparisons encourage growth because they focus on your own journey. Purposeful thinking also means recognizing opportunities hidden inside ordinary days. Many people believe meaningful change requires dramatic events. In reality, transformation often begins quietly. A thoughtful conversation changes your perspective. A single page from a book gives you a valuable idea. One honest decision improves a relationship. One healthy choice strengthens your body. One act of courage increases your confidence. Notice these small moments. They often become the foundation for larger changes later. Your physical condition also influences your thinking. When you are constantly exhausted, hungry, or inactive, negative thoughts often become louder. Taking care of your body supports a clearer mind. Eat nourishing meals. Move regularly. Protect your sleep. Spend time outdoors. Healthy daily habits strengthen your ability to think calmly during stressful situations. Patience deserves a special place in purposeful thinking. Many people become discouraged because change feels slower than expected. Growth rarely follows a straight path. Some weeks bring visible progress. Other weeks feel quiet. Continue anyway. Steady effort often produces results that become clear only after months of consistent practice. Do not judge your future by temporary emotions. Feelings change. Purpose remains. Another helpful habit is ending each day with reflection instead of judgment. Ask yourself simple questions. What did I handle well today? What lesson did I learn? What one improvement can I make tomorrow? These questions encourage progress without creating unnecessary guilt. Reflection builds wisdom because it turns everyday experiences into valuable lessons. As your thinking becomes more intentional, you may notice changes that extend far beyond your mind. You become calmer during uncertainty. You recover more quickly after disappointment. You communicate more thoughtfully. You approach challenges with curiosity instead of fear. You stop allowing temporary setbacks to define your future. These changes happen because your thoughts are no longer controlled by every passing emotion. Instead, they are guided by values, purpose, and careful reflection. The greatest victory is not eliminating every negative thought. Every human being experiences doubt, frustration, and uncertainty. The real victory is refusing to let those thoughts make your decisions. You acknowledge them, you examine them, you replace them with perspectives that encourage wisdom, responsibility, and hope. Over time, this practice becomes natural. Your mind begins searching for solutions before dwelling on problems. You become more aware of opportunities than obstacles. You focus more on what you can build than on what you cannot control. Every day offers countless chances to strengthen this habit. Every thoughtful response becomes another step toward greater emotional resilience. Every encouraging belief creates room for meaningful action. Every moment of gratitude reminds you that life contains more possibilities than your fears often suggest. The quality of your life is influenced not only by what happens around you, but also by what happens within you. When you choose thoughts that are honest, constructive, and purposeful, you develop an inner strength that remains steady even when circumstances become uncertain. Your mind becomes a place where courage grows instead of fear, where responsibility becomes stronger than excuses, and where hope quietly supports every meaningful action. By guiding your thoughts with patience and intention each day, you build a life shaped not by automatic reactions, but by deliberate choices that lead toward lasting peace, confidence, and personal growth. Chapter 7. Learn something new every single day without excuses. There is a question that quietly separates people who continue growing from those who remain exactly where they are. It is not about age, natural talent, education, or even opportunity. The question is simple. Are you still willing to learn? The moment a person believes they already know enough, progress begins to slow. Life continues moving forward. The world keeps changing, and new ideas appear every day. Those who stop learning eventually find themselves relying on outdated habits while others move ahead. The good news is that becoming a lifelong learner does not require a university degree, unlimited free time, or extraordinary intelligence. It begins with a decision to discover something valuable every single day, no matter how small that lesson may seem. Many people assume learning belongs only to classrooms. They believe education ends when school ends. In reality, the most important lessons often arrive long after formal education is over. They appear during conversations with thoughtful people. They emerge through mistakes that reveal better ways of living. They come from books, meaningful experiences, careful observation, and moments of honest reflection. Every day presents opportunities to understand yourself, other people, and the world more deeply. One of the greatest dangers in life is becoming comfortable with what you already know. Familiar ideas feel safe because they require little effort. New knowledge often challenges your opinions. It asks you to question old assumptions and consider different possibilities. Although this process can feel uncomfortable, it is also where meaningful growth begins. Think about someone who has worked in the same profession for many years. Experience gives them confidence, but if they stop learning, their skills eventually become outdated. Another person with less experience but a stronger desire to improve may gradually become more capable because they continue expanding their understanding. The difference is not talent. The difference is curiosity combined with consistent action. Curiosity is one of the most valuable qualities you can develop. Curious people ask thoughtful questions. They listen carefully before forming conclusions. They remain open to new information even when it challenges their current beliefs. This attitude allows them to grow throughout their entire lives. One simple way to build a learning habit is by setting aside a specific amount of time each day for personal development. It does not have to be a large amount of time. Even 15 or 20 focused minutes can produce remarkable results over the course of a year. Read a few pages from a meaningful book. Watch an educational lesson that teaches a practical skill. Listen to an informative audiobook while walking. Practice a new language. Study a subject that has always interested you. The important thing is not the length of time. The important thing is showing up consistently. Learning becomes even more valuable when you apply what you discover. Knowledge without action remains incomplete. Suppose you read about better communication. Instead of simply admiring the ideas, practice listening more carefully during your next conversation. If you learn about healthier eating, prepare one balanced meal using what you discovered. If you study time management, organize tomorrow's schedule differently. Application transforms information into lasting wisdom. Many people collect knowledge without changing their behavior. Real learners use new ideas to improve their daily lives. Mistakes also deserve recognition as powerful teachers. Most people dislike making mistakes because they fear embarrassment or failure. Yet every mistake contains information that success often cannot provide. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen to me?" ask, "What can this experience teach me?" This question changes disappointment into education. Perhaps a failed project reveals the importance of preparation. Perhaps a difficult conversation teaches patience. Perhaps an unsuccessful decision highlights the need for better planning. When lessons are extracted from failure, setbacks become valuable investments in future success. Reading deserves special attention because it allows you to benefit from the experiences of others. A thoughtful author may spend decades learning lessons that you can begin understanding within a few hours of focused reading. Choose books that challenge your thinking. Explore subjects beyond your usual interests. Read biographies of people who overcame difficulties. Study history to understand how decisions shape outcomes. Learn practical skills that improve everyday life. Each book becomes another conversation with someone who has something meaningful to share. Keep a notebook nearby while learning. Write down important ideas in your own words. Summarize key lessons. Record questions that come to mind. Writing strengthens understanding because it requires you to organize your thoughts clearly. Review your notes regularly. Many valuable insights are forgotten simply because they are never revisited. Another important habit is learning from the people around you. Every person you meet knows something you do not. A skilled craftsperson understands patience. A dedicated parent understands sacrifice. A kind neighbor understands generosity. A careful listener understands empathy. Approach conversations with genuine interest instead of focusing only on expressing your own opinions. Ask thoughtful questions. Listen without interrupting. People often share valuable lessons when they feel respected and heard. Technology also offers incredible opportunities for learning. Today, information is more accessible than at any other time in history. Courses, lectures, interviews, and educational resources are available with remarkable ease. This opportunity should not be taken for granted. Use technology as a tool for growth rather than endless distraction. Choose content that expands your understanding instead of simply filling empty moments. Learning also requires humility. Humility is the willingness to admit that there is always more to discover. It allows you to change your opinion when new evidence appears. It encourages you to ask questions without feeling embarrassed. It reminds you that becoming wiser is more valuable than always appearing correct. People who protect their pride often limit their growth. People who protect their curiosity continue improving. Do not become discouraged if learning feels slow. Some skills require months of practice. Others require years. Progress often happens quietly. A musician improves through countless rehearsals. A writer improves through repeated revisions. A leader improves through experience and reflection. Patience allows knowledge to mature into genuine ability. Another valuable practice is teaching what you learn. Explaining ideas to another person strengthens your own understanding. Share useful lessons with family members. Discuss interesting concepts with friends. Encourage children to ask questions. Helping others learn reinforces your own growth while creating positive influence around you. Learning should never become a competition. Some people chase knowledge only to impress others. True learning has a different purpose. It helps you solve problems more wisely. It improves your character. It strengthens your ability to contribute meaningfully to the lives of others. Knowledge becomes most valuable when it is used with kindness and responsibility. Pay attention to ordinary experiences. Life itself provides daily lessons for those willing to notice them. A delayed plan teaches flexibility. A successful project reveals effective habits. A misunderstanding teaches clearer communication. A peaceful morning demonstrates the value of slowing down. You do not always need extraordinary events to become wiser. Sometimes the greatest lessons are quietly waiting inside ordinary days. Protect your learning time with the same care you would protect an important appointment. Distractions will always exist. There will always be another message to answer, another video to watch, another task demanding attention. Choose to invest at least a small part of every day in your own development. This investment continues paying rewards long after the moment has passed. As your knowledge grows, something interesting begins to happen. You become more confident without becoming arrogant. You become more patient because you understand that every person is still learning. You become more adaptable because change no longer feels threatening. Instead of fearing unfamiliar situations, you begin viewing them as opportunities to discover something new. This mindset transforms challenges into classrooms and ordinary moments into opportunities for growth. Never allow age to become an excuse for stopping your education. Some people believe learning belongs only to the young. History repeatedly proves otherwise. Many individuals discover new passions, develop meaningful skills, and begin important work later in life. The human mind remains capable of growth whenever curiosity remains alive. Likewise, do not allow a busy schedule to become a permanent excuse. Even on demanding days, there is usually time to read one thoughtful page, learn one useful fact, practice one valuable skill, or reflect on one important lesson. Small daily investments accumulate quietly until they produce remarkable results. The habit of learning also strengthens resilience. When problems appear, knowledgeable people often see more possible solutions. They have gathered ideas from different sources. They have studied how others handled similar situations. They remain calmer because experience has expanded their perspective. Learning increases your ability to respond wisely rather than react emotionally. At the end of each day, ask yourself one simple question: what did I learn today that I did not know yesterday? The answer may be practical. It may be personal. It may be about work, relationships, health, or your own character. What matters is developing the habit of noticing progress. Every lesson becomes another building block for the future you are creating. Imagine reaching the end of 1 year after learning just one meaningful idea every day. Your understanding would be dramatically different. Your conversations would become richer. Your decisions would become wiser. Your confidence would grow because it would rest on genuine knowledge rather than assumptions. The greatest advantage would not simply be what you know. It would be the person you have become through the discipline of continuous learning. Life rewards those who remain teachable. Every book you open, every thoughtful question you ask, every skill you practice, and every lesson you apply expands your ability to contribute, solve problems, and serve others with greater wisdom. You never know which single idea will change the direction of your career, strengthen an important relationship, improve your health, or help you overcome a challenge that once seemed impossible. That is why learning should never be treated as an occasional activity. It should become part of the way you live. When you choose to discover something new every single day without excuses, you are not simply collecting information. You are building a stronger mind, a more capable character, and a future filled with possibilities that continue growing with every lesson you embrace. Chapter 8. Create strong relationships by showing daily kindness and respect. There is a moment that almost everyone experiences but rarely talks about. You can achieve a goal, earn more money, improve your skills, and accomplish things you once believed were impossible, yet still feel something important is missing. That empty feeling often has very little to do with success itself. It comes from realizing that achievements become far more meaningful when they are shared with people who genuinely care about you. A life filled with accomplishments but lacking healthy relationships can still feel lonely. The encouraging truth is that strong relationships are not built through grand gestures performed once in a while. They are built through small acts of kindness and respect, repeated day after day. Those simple actions have the power to strengthen trust, heal misunderstandings, and create lasting connections that remain valuable throughout your life. Every meaningful relationship begins with one basic principle. Every person wants to feel seen, heard, and respected. People may have different backgrounds, beliefs, personalities, and goals, but this need remains remarkably similar. When someone feels that their thoughts matter, they become more open. When they feel ignored or judged, they naturally become guarded. Understanding this simple truth changes the way you communicate, because your goal shifts from proving yourself right to helping another person feel understood. Kindness is often misunderstood. Some people believe kindness means agreeing with everyone or avoiding difficult conversations. Real kindness is much stronger than that. It means treating people with dignity even when opinions differ. It means speaking honestly without unnecessary harshness. It means remaining respectful without sacrificing your values. One of the easiest ways to improve any relationship is by learning to listen with full attention. Many conversations fail because people prepare their next response before the other person has finished speaking. Instead of understanding, they focus on reacting. As a result, important details are missed and misunderstandings grow. Practice listening without interruption. Allow the other person to finish their thoughts. Notice not only their words, but also the emotions behind them. Sometimes people need understanding more than immediate advice. Being fully present during a conversation is one of the greatest gifts you can offer another human being. Respect also appears in small, everyday actions. Looking someone in the eyes while speaking, remembering their name, arriving on time, keeping promises, expressing gratitude for their efforts. These habits may appear ordinary, yet they quietly communicate reliability and appreciation. Trust grows through consistency. People believe your character more than your intentions. If your words and actions remain aligned over time, confidence naturally develops between you and those around you. Another important habit is learning to appreciate others openly. Many people notice the good things others do but never express them aloud. A parent prepares meals every day without hearing thank you. A friend offers support during difficult moments without receiving recognition. A co-worker quietly solves problems behind the scenes. Simple words of appreciation often have a greater impact than we realize. Tell people specifically what you value about them. Thank them for their time. Recognize their effort. A sincere compliment costs nothing, yet it can encourage someone long after the conversation ends. Relationships also become stronger when you learn to manage disagreements wisely. Conflict is a natural part of every human relationship. Two people with different experiences will occasionally see situations differently. The goal is not to avoid every disagreement. The goal is to handle disagreements with maturity. When emotions become intense, slow your response. Choose words carefully. Focus on solving the issue instead of attacking the person. Ask questions before making assumptions. Very often, misunderstandings become smaller once both people feel heard. Pride can quietly damage even the strongest relationships. Sometimes people refuse to apologize because they fear appearing weak. In reality, sincere apologies demonstrate strength. Accept responsibility when you make mistakes. Do not search for excuses. Simply acknowledge what happened. Express genuine regret. Commit to doing better. These actions rebuild trust because they show humility and integrity. Forgiveness is equally important. Holding on to resentment often harms the person carrying it more than anyone else. Forgiveness does not always mean forgetting what happened. It means choosing not to allow past pain to control your future. Some situations require healthy boundaries. Others require honest conversations. In every case, releasing unnecessary bitterness protects your own peace of mind. Healthy relationships also require patience. Every person carries invisible struggles. Someone may appear calm while facing personal difficulties. Another may seem distant because they are overwhelmed. Instead of immediately judging behavior, consider the possibility that you do not know the full story. Compassion grows when curiosity replaces quick conclusions. One meaningful habit is asking thoughtful questions. Instead of asking only routine questions, show genuine interest. Ask someone how they have been feeling recently. Ask what they have been working toward. Ask what challenges they are facing. Listen carefully to their answers. Meaningful conversations often begin with simple questions asked sincerely. Respect includes honoring other people's time. Arrive when you promised. Respond when appropriate. Avoid creating unnecessary delays. When circumstances change, communicate honestly. Dependability strengthens relationships because it demonstrates consideration. Another valuable practice is becoming someone who encourages rather than discourages. Notice when others make progress. Celebrate their achievements without comparing them to your own. Offer support during difficult seasons. Your willingness to encourage others creates an atmosphere where trust naturally grows. Jealousy weakens relationships. Generosity strengthens them. Family relationships deserve intentional care. Many people assume their loved ones already know how much they are appreciated. Never rely on assumptions. Express your love openly. Spend meaningful time together. Share meals without constant distractions. Create traditions that strengthen connection. The greatest memories are often built through simple moments shared consistently rather than expensive experiences. Friendships also require attention. Good friendships rarely survive through convenience alone. Reach out first sometimes. Check on people without waiting for a special reason. Offer help when someone faces difficulty. Strong friendships grow through shared effort from both sides. Respecting differences is another sign of maturity. Not every person will share your opinions. Not everyone will enjoy the same interests. Healthy relationships allow room for disagreement without destroying mutual respect. You can remain kind while holding different beliefs. This balance creates stronger conversations and deeper understanding. Honesty remains essential. Kindness without honesty becomes shallow. Honesty without kindness becomes hurtful. The strongest relationships combine both qualities. Speak truthfully. Choose appropriate timing. Use words that build understanding rather than unnecessary conflict. Another important lesson is learning to notice what people need instead of focusing only on what you want. Sometimes someone needs encouragement. Sometimes they need practical help. Sometimes they simply need quiet company during a difficult day. Thoughtfulness often appears through careful observation rather than dramatic gestures. Pay attention to small details. Remember important dates. Notice changes in mood. Offer support before someone asks. These actions communicate genuine care. Healthy boundaries also protect relationships. Being kind does not mean saying yes to every request. It is possible to care deeply about someone while respectfully declining something that exceeds your ability or responsibilities. Clear boundaries prevent resentment because they allow generosity to come from willingness rather than obligation. Another habit worth developing is controlling unnecessary criticism. Constant criticism weakens confidence and creates distance. When correction is necessary, focus on the behavior instead of attacking the person's character. Offer practical suggestions. Recognize strengths alongside areas for improvement. People respond more positively when they feel respected. Laughter also strengthens human connection. Sharing moments of joy reminds people that life is not only about responsibilities. Smile sincerely. Enjoy simple conversations. Celebrate ordinary occasions. Positive experiences create emotional memories that strengthen relationships over time. It is also important to become trustworthy with private information. If someone shares something personal with you, protect their confidence whenever appropriate. Trust grows when people know they can speak honestly without fear of unnecessary judgment or gossip. Your actions during difficult moments often reveal the true strength of your character. Anyone can remain kind when life is easy. Real character appears when stress, disappointment, or disagreement enters the situation. Continue treating people respectfully even when circumstances become uncomfortable. That consistency builds a reputation that cannot be created through words alone. Take time to reflect on your relationships regularly. Ask yourself simple questions. Have I listened carefully this week? Have I expressed appreciation? Have I kept my promises? Have I spoken respectfully? Have I been patient when someone needed understanding? These reflections help you improve because meaningful relationships require ongoing care rather than occasional attention. One of the greatest gifts you can offer another person is making them feel valued through your daily actions. You do not need perfect words or extraordinary circumstances. Simple kindness, honest communication, dependable behavior, thoughtful listening, and genuine respect create connections that withstand the passing of time. Every encouraging conversation, every promise you keep, every apology you offer sincerely, and every act of compassion becomes another thread strengthening the relationships that shape your life. Long after achievements fade and possessions lose their importance, people will remember how you made them feel. Choose each day to become someone whose presence brings peace, encouragement, and respect. Those quiet choices will build relationships that not only enrich your own life, but also leave a lasting positive influence on everyone fortunate enough to know you. Chapter 9. Track your progress and celebrate every small personal win. Have you ever worked hard for weeks or even months, only to feel as though nothing was changing? You stayed committed, you made better choices, you resisted old habits. Yet when you looked at your life, it seemed as if all your effort had disappeared into the background. That feeling has caused countless people to give up just before meaningful progress became visible. They believed they were standing still when, in reality, they were moving forward, one small step at a time. The problem was not a lack of improvement. The problem was that they never stopped long enough to notice it. Learning to measure your progress and celebrate every honest victory can completely change the way you see yourself. It transforms effort into confidence, and ordinary days into proof that your life is moving in the right direction. Many people spend so much time focusing on how far they still have to go that they forget to appreciate how far they have already come. They look at the mountain ahead without noticing the distance they have already climbed. This way of thinking quietly steals motivation because the mind begins believing that hard work produces no results. Progress becomes easier to recognize when you choose to record it. A simple notebook can become one of the most valuable tools for personal growth. At the end of each day, write down a few meaningful observations. What did you accomplish today? What challenge did you handle better than before? What decision made you proud? What lesson will help you tomorrow? These questions help your attention shift away from disappointment and toward evidence of growth. The purpose of tracking progress is not to impress anyone else. It is to create an honest record of your own development. Memory is often unreliable. Difficult days have a way of making people forget how much they have already achieved. A written record tells a more accurate story. It reminds you that even slow improvement is still improvement. Consider someone who wants to become healthier. If they focus only on reaching a distant goal, every day may feel insignificant. However, if they record each healthy meal, every walk completed, every glass of water they drank, and every night of quality sleep, they begin seeing success differently. They recognize that progress is built through repeated actions rather than dramatic moments. The same principle applies to every area of life. A student can track hours of focused study. A writer can record daily pages completed. A business owner can review meaningful improvements made each week. A parent can notice moments when they communicated more patiently. Every small achievement becomes another reason to continue moving forward. Tracking progress also teaches honesty. Some days will not go according to plan. Perhaps you missed an important task. Perhaps you became distracted. Perhaps you reacted poorly during a difficult conversation. Instead of hiding these moments, record them with curiosity rather than judgment. Ask yourself what happened. Identify one lesson. Create one practical adjustment. Growth becomes much faster when mistakes become information instead of sources of shame. Avoid measuring success only by major outcomes. Large achievements often require months or years of preparation. If you wait until the final result appears before allowing yourself to feel encouraged, you may spend most of your journey feeling discouraged. Celebrate the behaviors that lead to success. Celebrate showing up. Celebrate keeping your word. Celebrate making one better choice than yesterday. Celebrate choosing patience instead of frustration. These actions deserve recognition because they create the foundation upon which larger achievements are built. Many people misunderstand celebration. They imagine expensive rewards or dramatic events. True celebration is much simpler. Pause for a moment and quietly acknowledge your effort. Tell yourself that today's discipline mattered. Share your progress with someone who genuinely supports your growth. Enjoy the satisfaction of knowing you honored your commitments. This healthy form of celebration strengthens motivation without distracting you from your long-term goals. Comparison often destroys the joy of personal progress. You complete an important milestone, then immediately notice someone who appears further ahead. Instead of feeling grateful, you begin feeling inadequate. Remember that every person follows a different path, different responsibilities, different opportunities, different challenges. Comparing your progress with someone else's journey rarely provides useful information. A better comparison asks only one question: am I becoming a better version of myself than I was before? If the answer is yes, continue. Your own progress deserves your attention more than another person's timeline. Another valuable habit is creating simple milestones. Suppose your goal is reading 20 books this year. Do not wait until book number 20 to feel encouraged. Celebrate finishing the first, then the 5th, then the 10th. Each completed milestone reminds your mind that consistent effort produces meaningful results. The same idea applies to learning a language, improving your health, building a business, or developing any valuable skill. Large goals become less overwhelming when divided into smaller victories. Reflection also strengthens progress. Set aside time each week to review your notes. Notice patterns. Which habits consistently help you move forward? Which activities waste valuable time? Which situations make discipline more difficult? This awareness allows you to improve your systems instead of relying only on motivation. Success often becomes easier when you understand yourself more clearly. Photographs, journals, calendars, and simple checklists can all serve as reminders of progress. Choose whatever method feels natural. The format matters less than the consistency. What matters is creating visible evidence that your daily efforts are adding up. One powerful practice is writing a monthly letter to yourself. Describe what you learned. Mention challenges you overcame. Recognize habits you improved. Express appreciation for the effort you invested. When you read these letters months or years later, you will see growth that daily life sometimes hides. Another important lesson is recognizing invisible progress. Not every improvement can be measured with numbers. Perhaps you remain calmer during stressful situations. Perhaps you recover more quickly after disappointment. Perhaps you communicate with greater patience. Perhaps you believe in yourself more than you once did. These changes may not appear on a chart, yet they often have the greatest impact on the quality of your life. Confidence grows through accumulated evidence. Every promise you keep to yourself becomes another reason to trust your abilities. Every challenge you face becomes another reminder that you are stronger than you once believed. Tracking these moments strengthens confidence because it replaces vague hope with clear proof. Do not overlook consistency simply because it appears ordinary. Imagine placing one brick each day. After a single day, very little seems different. After hundreds of days, a strong structure stands where there was once empty ground. Your daily actions create your future in the same way. Each completed habit becomes another brick supporting the life you are building. Celebrate effort even when outcomes remain uncertain. Sometimes you can do everything correctly and still experience disappointment. Life does not guarantee immediate rewards. However, disciplined effort always develops character. Character remains valuable regardless of temporary results. By recognizing your effort, you encourage yourself to continue acting according to your values rather than depending entirely on external success. Share your victories with people who genuinely care about your well-being. Supportive friends and family members often celebrate progress that you may overlook. Likewise, celebrate their achievements sincerely. Encouragement creates stronger relationships and reminds everyone involved that growth deserves recognition. Avoid becoming discouraged by temporary setbacks. One difficult week does not erase months of steady progress. One mistake does not remove lessons already learned. Review your journal during these moments. Read about obstacles you previously overcame. Remember challenges that once seemed impossible but are now behind you. Your own history becomes evidence that you can continue moving forward. Tracking progress also strengthens gratitude. You begin noticing opportunities that once seemed ordinary, skills you have developed, friendships you have strengthened, healthy habits you have maintained, knowledge you have gained, experiences that shaped your character. Gratitude grows naturally when progress becomes visible. Another valuable habit is ending each month with 3 questions. What achievement deserves appreciation? What habit deserves greater attention? What is one meaningful goal for next month? These questions keep your attention balanced. You recognize success while remaining committed to future improvement. As your record of progress grows, something remarkable begins to happen. You stop depending entirely on motivation. Instead, you rely on evidence. When doubt appears, you no longer ask yourself whether change is possible. You open your notebook. You review your actions. You see months of consistent effort. The facts become stronger than temporary emotions. This quiet confidence cannot be borrowed from anyone else. It is earned through honest work, repeated over time. Never underestimate the emotional power of recognizing your own growth. People often wait for others to acknowledge their achievements. External recognition is encouraging, but it cannot replace personal awareness. Learn to appreciate your own discipline. Respect the promises you have kept. Recognize the courage it took to continue during difficult seasons. Your opinion of your own effort matters deeply because you live with yourself every day. As you continue this practice, you may discover that success feels different than you once imagined. It becomes less about reaching one final destination and more about becoming someone who improves consistently. Each recorded lesson adds wisdom. Each completed habit builds reliability. Each small victory strengthens confidence. Each thoughtful reflection prepares you for future challenges. Tracking your progress is not about proving your worth. Your value does not depend on a list of achievements. It is about honoring the effort you invest in becoming wiser, stronger, kinder, and more disciplined with each passing day. Every small personal win deserves your attention because it represents a choice you made when giving up would have been easier. Those quiet victories may never attract applause from the world, but they create something far more valuable. They build lasting self-respect. When you learn to notice your progress, celebrate it with humility, and continue moving forward with purpose, you create a life where growth becomes a daily habit rather than an occasional event. Over time, those ordinary moments of progress join together to tell an extraordinary story of a person who never stopped becoming better than they were yesterday. Chapter 10. Commit to lifelong growth and never stop improving yourself. Imagine reaching the end of your life and realizing that your greatest limits were never created by your circumstances. They were created by the moments when you decided you had already grown enough. It is a quiet thought, yet it carries enormous weight. Many people spend years chasing success, believing there will come a day when they can finally stop learning, stop improving, and simply remain where they are. Yet life never stands still. Every new season asks something different from you. New challenges appear. New responsibilities arrive. The person who refuses to keep growing eventually struggles with changes that could have become opportunities. The person who commits to lifelong growth continues finding purpose, confidence, and strength because they understand that becoming better is not a destination. It is a way of living. Growth is not reserved for one stage of life. It does not belong only to young people beginning their careers or students sitting in classrooms. Every person, regardless of age or experience, has the ability to improve. As long as you are willing to learn, reflect, and act with intention, your character can become stronger, your wisdom can become deeper, and your life can become more meaningful. One of the greatest mistakes people make is believing that improvement must always be dramatic. They wait for a major breakthrough, a perfect opportunity, or a powerful moment of inspiration. Meanwhile, the quiet opportunities that appear every ordinary day pass unnoticed. Real transformation often happens through simple decisions. Choosing patience during a stressful conversation. Keeping your word when nobody is watching. Learning one useful lesson from an unexpected setback. Showing gratitude instead of complaining. Completing one responsibility with care instead of rushing through it. These moments may seem small, yet together they shape the person you become. Lifelong growth begins with accepting one important truth. There is always another lesson waiting to be learned. No matter how much knowledge you gain, there is still more to discover. No matter how skilled you become, there is always room for refinement. No matter how successful you appear, humility keeps the door open for future improvement. People who continue growing rarely believe they have all the answers. Instead, they remain curious. They observe carefully. They ask thoughtful questions. They remain willing to change when better understanding becomes available. Another important part of lifelong growth is becoming comfortable with change. Life rarely follows a predictable path. Plans evolve. Circumstances shift. Unexpected opportunities appear. unexpected losses also occur. Resisting every change creates unnecessary suffering. Learning to adapt allows you to move forward without losing your sense of purpose. Adaptability is not about abandoning your values. It is about adjusting your methods while remaining faithful to what truly matters. There will be seasons when progress feels rapid. There will also be seasons when improvement seems almost invisible. Both are valuable. Periods of visible achievement build confidence. Quiet seasons build patience. Never believe that slow growth has no value. Strong roots develop beneath the surface long before a tree becomes tall enough for everyone to notice. Your habits should evolve as you grow. The routines that served you 5 years ago may need adjustment today. Regularly ask yourself honest questions. What skills would improve my life? What habits no longer support my goals? Where am I avoiding responsibility? Which strengths deserve greater attention? Self-reflection keeps personal growth intentional instead of accidental. Surround yourself with people who encourage your development. Choose relationships that challenge you to think wisely, act honestly, and remain humble. Spend time with people whose character inspires respect. Positive influence does not remove life's difficulties, but it often provides encouragement when your determination becomes weak. Likewise, become that source of encouragement for others. Your own commitment to growth can inspire someone who quietly needs hope. Remember that every experience contains a lesson if you approach it with the right attitude. Success teaches confidence. Failure teaches preparation. Disappointment teaches resilience. Responsibility teaches maturity. Service teaches humility. Gratitude teaches contentment. No season of life is completely empty when you remain willing to learn. Another important habit is protecting your sense of purpose. Without purpose, improvement begins to feel like endless effort. Purpose reminds you why your daily choices matter. Perhaps you want to become healthier so you can care for your family with greater energy. Perhaps you want to develop wisdom so you can guide others responsibly. Perhaps you want financial stability so you can create security and generosity. Meaning gives direction to discipline. Your purpose may change as life changes. Allow it to mature naturally. The important thing is continuing to move towards something that reflects your deepest values. Never allow temporary comfort to become more attractive than long-term fulfillment. Comfort has its place. Rest is necessary. Enjoyment is valuable. Yet a life devoted only to comfort often leaves hidden potential unexplored. Growth asks you to stretch beyond familiar limits. It invites you to become more capable than yesterday. It encourages courage when uncertainty appears. Each time you accept that invitation, your confidence quietly grows. Celebrate progress without becoming satisfied by it. Appreciate how far you have come. Then ask yourself where honest improvement is still possible. This balance protects you from both discouragement and complacency. One reminds you that progress has already happened. The other reminds you that meaningful opportunities still remain. As years pass, you may notice that your definition of success begins to change. Success becomes less about recognition and more about character, less about proving yourself and more about improving yourself, less about collecting achievements and more about living according to principles that bring lasting peace. This shift creates a deeper sense of fulfillment because it depends less on outside circumstances and more on choices that remain within your control. Take time occasionally to imagine the person you hope to become, not the wealth you hope to possess, not the titles you hope to earn. Think instead about your character. Do you want to become more patient, more dependable, more generous, more courageous, more thoughtful? These qualities remain valuable regardless of changing circumstances. Invest in them every day. There will always be reasons to postpone personal growth. You may feel too busy, too tired, too discouraged, too comfortable, too uncertain. Do not wait for perfect conditions. Improvement belongs to people who begin with what they have today. One thoughtful decision made now carries greater value than endless plans postponed until tomorrow. At the end of each day, remember that your life is quietly shaped by the direction of your daily choices. Every book you read, every skill you practice, every challenge you face with integrity, every act of kindness you offer, every mistake you learn from, every promise you keep. These moments become part of your character. Character becomes your legacy. No one else can build it for you. This journey has never been about becoming perfect. Perfection leaves no room for learning. Growth welcomes learning every day. It allows mistakes to become teachers. It transforms obstacles into opportunities for wisdom. It encourages gratitude during success and resilience during difficulty. Most importantly, it reminds you that your greatest competition has never been another person. It has always been the person you were yesterday. When you commit to lifelong growth, every sunrise becomes another invitation to become wiser, stronger, kinder, and more disciplined. You stop searching for one final moment that will complete your life, because you discover that fulfillment grows through continuous improvement. Each day becomes another chance to think more clearly, act more responsibly, serve others more generously, and live more intentionally. Years from now, the greatest reward will not simply be the goals you achieved, it will be the person you became while pursuing them. Continue learning, continue adapting, continue choosing integrity when shortcuts appear. Continue believing that your best qualities can become even stronger. As long as you remain willing to grow, your future will always contain possibilities worth pursuing, and your life will continue becoming a powerful example of what steady commitment, thoughtful action, and unwavering purpose can accomplish.